Welcome back, friends. Now we'll see IoT architectural framework. Just now we have seen IoT characteristics, features, advantages and disadvantages or challenges. And next is IoT architectural framework. If you can see the figure, this is how the IoT architectural will be there. So devices are connected or those will be part of IoT systems. You can observe here. So we are showing different devices which are connected to the IoT system, and there is intelligent gateway. Intelligent gateway through which these devices are connected. Intelligent gateway is that now we can see that the businesses are increased, they are efficient and working on high, larger scale. So they require a specific security constraints, connectivity constraints where they can securely, privately can communicate. So all the enterprises, even if they are working, they do want this separate gateway for communication so that they will be securely providing the information, exchanging the information, and as per the requirement, even they can provide the different high-speed connectivity protocols and all this stuff. Such a gateway. So that is called as intelligent, which is made for a specific purpose. So through that specific purpose, all these devices can exchange the data. And such gateways are part of the IoT architecture. So both the devices, the intelligent gateway will be there, which is made for specific purpose with specific characteristics with specific features. Next is service provider. So this there, some business and operational support, some communication network will be there, and there is a network and security management which is done by the service provider of that IoT system. Suppose in home automation, you are installing the IoT system for home, then there will be a specific gateway through which all these home connected appliances are connected and they are exchanging information, and all this will be stored, managed and provided by a network security provider. So that can be a LAN or a WAN. So regarding that specific system. Above that, there will be infrastructure platform which will include the device management, device connectivity, different data models through which all these devices using intelligent gateway and service providers network are connected. Then the different services will be available for devices or IoT services. For example, event processing, integration, security, identity management, each and every device carrying its specific unique identity. So that identity management service is available, user interfaces, big data analytics. So all these services are available which are next to the infrastructure platform. Above next, there is IoT developer services where there will be developer portals, developer API management, third-party APIs, service provider APIs, which will be look part, which are handling all this IoT system as a developer, as a exchange. Suppose there is a need to update the system, so there will be this developer IoT developer services will be in picture where developer portals will be there, developer API management through which developers can develop or can modify, can update the system APIs. Third party also can take into part this if it is there as a system. Then service provider APIs, all these developer services are available which are next to the IoT services. And finally, your IoT applications that can be motor tracking, your chatbots, your computers, laptops, other smart devices connected, can be a industry, enterprise, can be a, you can say where there is a risk to the human, such factors where we are providing automation kind of a thing and different applications. So all this includes as a architecture framework. So there are devices which can be connected. They can use intelligent gateway There are service providers, maybe for specific LAN or WAN. There is infrastructure platform which allows device management, device connectivity, data models. There are IoT services like event processing, integration, security, providing security to all those devices and for communication, identity management of each and every device, user interfaces, and for analysis purpose, big data and analytics. IoT developer services are also available. Developer portals, developer API management, third-party APIs or service provider APIs. And we can build different IoT applications based on this. That can be motor tracking, vehicle tracking, transport tracking, package tracking. We can connect laptops, mobiles, different devices which do have the capability to sense or collect the data, organizations, enterprises, home automation system, traffic control system, and different IoT applications. So this is how the IoT architecture contains different frameworks, devices, service providers, infrastructure services, IoT services, IoT developer services, and IoT applications.